So we are staying in the Royal Lagoon 5-star hotel, and this is what it looks like from the balcony view. So what we have here, this is the view from the flat that I booked. This is the main pool around here with your bar area, and they do little snacks and stuff. This is your second pool on this side, and there's a restaurant on there that you have to book. And then you've got the third pool, which is right at the back down here, and it's got slides and lots of things for children. So yeah, we usually stay around this pool around here just because the bar's really close, to be fair. So even though it is a 5-star hotel, as you may know or have done your research, 5-star hotels are not 5-star hotels in Egypt. So it's more like a 3-star slash 4-star hotel because they over exaggerate it. The hotel itself is a bit old, and the infrastructure here would need a fresh maybe lick of paint on stuff. Even like these wooden bits down here, these wood barriers down here, they are barely hanging on. Some of them have actually come out the wall, and this is just waiting for it to fall off the balcony. So when booking this kind of hotel, do not expect a 5-star experience, because it won't be 5-star experience. Please do your research on the hotels and the hotels in Egypt, because like I said, most often or not, 5-star hotels ain't 5-star hotels. But this one I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised by, because you get 3 pools. It's we've got the all-inclusive package, so all the drinks are included apart from some, and here's the trick, right? So you only get 5 drinks, which is rum, whiskey, tequila, vodka, and I can't remember the last one, and gin. So you get them 5, and you can mix it with any mixes you want. However, they will ask you to pay for fresh fruit, so that is a big no for me. Like, how can you book a all-inclusive hotel and then have to pay for fresh fruit? I don't understand it. Maybe the fruit is very expensive here, I really don't know. But other than that, you have to pay for other things. Like right down here, they have little entertainment things, and they have popcorn and stuff like that. You have to pay for popcorn. It's as silly as it sounds, you have to pay for popcorn. If you want to use the boxing machine, you have to do the boxing machine as well. You have to pay for that as well. And they've got an air hockey there as well, which you have to pay for as well. So for me, it doesn't make sense on a 5-star hotel, which was meant to be all-inclusive. So when you come out your hotel room, you will find yourself a lovely view like this. There is my beautiful lady, and you can see the airport right there. She was just pointing. Let me try and zoom in. You can actually see a plane taking off or landing. So this hotel is very close to the airport, which is a good thing. Again, when you arrive from the airport, book yourself a private shuttle, because you are going to get scammed on a taxi. We've met some people that travelled with us from England. They had to pay €40 for a taxi ride that would have been £1, £22 on Uber. So do not get ripped off and do it that way. So from the apartments that I have actually booked, you come out and you come out straight into the main pool where they play live music. You've got entertainment going on. They do Zumba classes in the water and aqua gyms and stuff like that. So that is a big bonus. Let me show you the machines and the popcorn and the ice cream that I was talking about that you have to pay, which to me is absurd, because you're paying already for the holiday. So you've got your main pool area down here. This is the one that most people sit from with, just because how close the bar is. But this this is what I was talking about. So during the night, this is all running and all plugged in and everything. You've got the basketball hoops, the racing simulator, the boxing. Here you've got your ice cream and your popcorn. However, this has to be paid for. So from what I know, the popcorn is $2 and the ice cream is somewhere around there as well. Next to it, you do get an entertainment stage where every night they put on a show, usually around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So they put on a show there, and then they put out loads of chairs here and people can sit around there. We usually just sit in the bar area or somewhere around there, but that is about it. Another great feature of this hotel is that there's so many sunbeds and there's sun cubes, or whatever you want to call them, that everybody can actually get one, and the place is big enough to actually accommodate everyone. Let me show you another thing that really annoys me. They have another shisha bar or a cocktail place on this actual resort. It's actually inside, and this is what it looks like. So this is the place. It's called Hala. Everything's paid. You cannot get anything that's free. Everything is paid in there. You want shisha, you have to pay. You want a cocktail, you have to pay. The good thing is, right next to it, that building there, at around 3:30, you will get burgers and hot dogs, and that's included. You've got your other main pool area down here. This is the one for children with the slides, and these slides are for adults as well. You've got a little playground. It looks like in the shape of a castle. And then this is your third pool, where I like to spend some time because nobody is here, and this is your evening restaurant that you have to book, but this is where you spend some time as well. When you are traveling to Egypt, let's talk about the visas, the actually getting here, and the border control. So with the visas, please do not get them outside of this country. You basically pay $25 or pounds sterling here when you arrive. Next to us, there was a couple that decided to get a fast track visa from, I don't know, from whatever country they lived in, and they paid the equivalent of £200 for it. It turns out that visa was not valid and they basically got scammed. So when you are traveling to Egypt, just buy, get your money ready. It's $25 or £25, and you can buy it on the spot as soon as you land. They'll take your money, they'll give you your stamp, you fill it out, and then it gets stamped again. The border control itself, very unhappy that they're there. They will be rude, they're arrogant, they'll sit on the phone in front of you. It's not something that, for example, you will be used to, so just ignore it and go through the process as you normally would. The Egyptian sun is nothing like I've experienced before. We've been to Mexico and we've been to Cuba, where the temperature is 36, 37 degrees as well. We are currently here when it's 32, and we are burnt. You will get burnt on the first 2 days, and we've already gone through a bottle of Factor 50.
And it doesn't help.
And it won't help. So today we're taking a shade approach to this sun, and it's windy as well, which you'd think you wouldn't tan that much, but the wind will tan you. Honestly, it will tan you. So please bear that in mind when you're traveling down here, because the Egyptian sun is totally different. It basically burns, and then you can get tanned. We've seen people here where we've queued in line for a drink or something, and their whole back is coming off. So take a lot of sunscreen. The biggest and worst thing in the hotel is the staff. And I don't know if it's the actual staff or is it the actual people that will sell you stuff. You can be lying here and they will come up, do you want a massage, do you want a massage? You'll tell them no, and they'll start massaging you anyway. And then they're like, oh yeah.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
so be prepared.
And it's every 5 minutes. So you have to prepare for that. And then they'll show you the price list, and it turns out it's like €80, which is ridiculous for everything here, because you can book a normal excursion with a massage for about £20. So do not do that. Do not book any excursions in the hotel. Go use get your guide or TripAdvisor's equivalent to that, because you are going to get ripped off. and basically you are going to get harassed at this hotel, unfortunately, for the first few days. They've left us alone now because they know who we are. We've said no so many times, but they'll offer you fresh juice that you have to pay for. They offer you massages, eyebrows. I was sat on the lounger and all of a sudden some guy comes over, starts touching my toes, telling me he'll give me a pedicure. It's like, what the hell? So you are going to get harassed in that way. Just ignore them, tell them no. Unless you want one, then fine, go ahead. But yeah, we skipped all of them, and all of a sudden they've just stopped ignoring us. But that is the worst part about this hotel. Other than that, I'll say it's all right. I'll say it's pretty good. So we yesterday went into the Hurgada Marina, and we had a very good taxi driver the first way because we took an Uber. And when you're in Egypt, only take Ubers. They're the safest option and the cheapest option as well. You're paying about £1 for every 60 Egyptian pounds. So for a 20-minute ride, it cost us about £1.40 just to get to the marina. However, on the way back, we have got a Uber driver which requested more money. He said we're either paying more money or he's not taking us. I said to him, no. I said, we've ordered an Uber. If I wanted to pay cash, I would have just went with the other people. So just stick to your guns here, and they will still take you. It's not a matter of that you have to pay them. So just stick to it and say you've ordered an Uber. If not, cancel the trip and just order another one. It's honestly the safest way, and you can check on the app where you actually are going. But I'll tell you how to get internet in Egypt as well. So the way you get an Uber in Egypt or in Hurgada where we are is basically you have to find yourself a Egyptian SIM. You can either do it online. I bought out a eSIM with the website's Holify, and basically for 10 days I paid about £35 and I've got unlimited internet throughout the trip. And that allows you to actually order Ubers in Egypt. If you do not have an Egyptian SIM card, you can buy them at the airport as well. However, if you do not have an Egyptian SIM card, it will not let you order an Uber. So it's very important that you actually get one, and it's the, like I said, easiest and safest way of transport down here. Like I said, you're going to get harassed everywhere in Egypt. This is still classed as a third world country. So I got talking to the taxi driver yesterday and I asked him what's the average wage here, and he told me about 7,000 Egyptian pounds, which monthly in English terms it's £120 per month. And they live off that. So they live off £120 a month. And basically I asked him, is the housing cheap here? And he said not particularly. And I don't know what it is, but I think the food here is cheaper, the fuel's cheaper, but like I don't know how they live off £120 a month unless everything else is cheaper. But going back to Uber, it's still the safest way to travel. I wouldn't travel any other way. We've met a couple here and we took it with them. Felt a lot safer. If you're traveling by yourself, we advise not to, just because of, for example, yesterday we were outside the marina, and the marina is something you must see. It actually is really, really good. Loads of restaurants. The food for the amount of money that you're paying for is crazy. I'll show you a video here now of what we actually had. We had 2 T-bone steaks, we had 2 salads, we had loads of starters, 2 cocktails each, and it came out to about £57 for 2 people. So per couple it came out to £57, which is nothing. When we saw the prices, we were shocked. And you can pay by card as well in the marina. There's loads of restaurants. You are going to go there, and it will be basically come in here, come in there, and they will try to get you in. But go with whatever you feel like it, and you will not regret it. You have to go visit the marina. But like I said, if you're traveling solo at night, it does get a bit, you start to feel a bit unsafe. But that then again, they have to earn money somehow, and then like they're saying, do not pay cash. Don't tell them you got cash, only tell them you got card, and Uber is the only way. So going back, this is the people that I was talking about. So you're gonna get these staff asking, do you want to buy excursions, and they will pester you until you tell them no, and you have to be really firm with them, otherwise they'll just use and abuse it. We have booked 2 excursions. So one of them is the quad safari with a barbecue dinner, and the other one is basically Orange Bay. Orange Bay is a must when you're here, but we just decided to do snorkeling and Orange Bay all in one as a package. It was about £20 per person, so it's not expensive at all for what you're getting. You're gonna be famous.
Yeah, thank you.
I like these. So these are the donuts that you've just seen that they made. This is the snack bar, and they are really, really good actually. You can have a look. They're freshly made. They're very good. Honestly, this is what I have nearly every single day, just because sometimes when you skip breakfast, when you have a late one or whatever, you just have these, and they're so good. That everything is paid for. I'll just show you quickly inside how it looks. As you can see, you've got like a different layout. It's like a very nice Egyptian layout, and this is where you can come and have your shisha and drinks and everything else, but this is all paid for, so you have to actually pay. They'll accept dollars, they won't accept card here, so bear that in mind. So one of my favorite stuff about this holiday as well, you have the snack bar, which is open for 1 hour, and they provide you with burgers, hot dogs, chips, whatever you want really. And this is basically where it is and what it looks like, where the people are queuing up, and you can get how many burgers and hot dogs you really want. All you have to do is just queue up, and that is one of the better things about this hotel. The entertainment, and they do have a show every single night. Let me show you. They will be playing and having shows on stage just like this, and it's for everyone, adults, kids, everyone. Today we are going on a quad safari and buggies, so this is why I've got this, and it's absolutely sick. So we got this from the shop. It's 2 for €5, which honestly ain't bad for what you get, but you really need this on your head. Your scalp can get burnt. We've got 33 degrees right now, and it is full sun, so there's no wind, there's no clouds, no nothing. It's just full sun, so you really do need this. So I have not showed you the lobby, and before I head out on the quads, I just thought let me show you the lobby quickly, as I'm currently sat in it. You've got a bar right at the end down there. You've got the restaurant right through where it says La Casada. And that's basically what this lobby looks like. And then the reception is on the left. So we have arrived
The guy
at
in the shop was
quads,
showing us how
and we're just getting ready to go. We're going in groups. I've just put my head protection on, getting corrected. Here we go, here we go. Better, yeah? Okay. Ah, okay, there we go. All done, and now ready for the quads. We are ready. The man was nice enough to rewrap every single person's here, just to make sure that it's tight enough and no sand actually gets into your eyes as well. So we are ready to go. During the thing, because it's so bumpy, but it's a lot of fun, and basically it does go pretty fast as well, doesn't it? It goes pretty fast, but it's really bumpy as well. I have just trusted my life in the hands of this woman in a buggy in Egypt. It's good fun though, it's actually good fun. Great fun. We'll see how it goes. If this is the last video I ever make, you know why. You know who the driver was. Whoa, you're drifting! This is great. It's way better than the quad. A lot better. A lot better and a lot more fun. Like I'm driving with Colin McRae. After we finished quad biking, we got back onto the safari jeep and travelled another 25 kilometers to the Bedouin village, where they showed us how they actually live and how the people basically survive on limited resources. We were given tea, and then we walked round onto the camels, which was about 10-15 minutes that we got to ride them, so that was brilliant. I'm on a camel right now, and it is absolutely an experience, honestly, that you need to have. She's down there on a different one, but the sensation of riding this, crazy. Apparently this one's called Ferrari. She's down there. Brilliant.
Color because some tourists they like to have something with the color. And he showed you here in front of your eyes how he make a bag. He take like 3 or 4 days to make it like 1 meter, then he can cut it, then he gonna make this bag like you see. He can put more than 20 kilo inside. It's a very strong material, but it's better don't to put her in wash machine. You want to clean, you can clean just by hand. You're gonna see like 3-4 years longer time this one.
Why don't they stay?
No, because they are married from each other before and they have problem with blood. He can talk and he can speak. They are sick. لا 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 أنت صديقي. لا لا لا. You will give it you McDonald's now? I will try it. You can eat, don't be worried, you will be alive. You can try McDonald's. Also, someone he like to leave for them some tip, it's up.
After the awesome experience at the Bedouin village, we came back into camp and we were greeted by a show, some food and some dancing, everything that you can see on screen basically. So I managed to record all this, and this was really good as well. That is us sat in the middle, so that was great. When we came back from the excursion, we decided to take a stroll around the back of our hotel, and there's a lovely strip with restaurants there. We did end up eating there twice, and the food was actually fantastic. Apart from the Vietnamese place, we don't like that, but other than that it was actually really good. So we're going on an excursion today to the Orange Bay, and while I'm at breakfast I might as well show you what the breakfast looks like. So here's what the breakfast looks like. We're currently sat outside I've actually finished my breakfast, so I won't show you the food, but I'll show you the inside, what it looks like. So this is the outdoor area where you can sit right near the pool. Right there behind me, they were serving pancakes today, so you could have got yourself some pancakes, and I'll show you the inside. So they pretty much serve the same stuff every single day. I've honestly gone for the safest option each time, so I just get 2 toast, beans and fried eggs, and that is really basically it. They've not got much more than that. Some of the choices are just not for me, and we really like the fruit and veg here. Salads are always fresh and the fruits are fresh as well, so I really like them. But other than that, you're not getting a lot of choice, but don't expect it from any hotel in Egypt until you get unless you get a very expensive one. For anyone wondering, also they do have milk, they do have cereal for the children. Choices for kids are quite limited, especially for dinner as well. The dinner, you'd expect pizzas, chips, chicken nuggets or something like that for maybe children, or some nice light bites, but that is not the case. You are going to basically have to serve them the same food that you eat. So what do we have for dinner? We have beef goulash with potatoes and cream, salads again, pastries, loads of fruit. So they're gonna have to eat that, but choices are limited for kids. The only benefit here is that the prices are so cheap, you can go outside of the hotel to actually eat and it's still cheap. We're arriving in Orange Island and it looks so busy. Honestly, there's like 15 boats. We've arrived to Orange Bay, and whatever you have seen on Instagram, on TikTok, is not like that. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful, but you can't pay by card anywhere here. That's the main thing as well, because if you've took limited money with you, then basically you're left with nothing. You can't get yourself a drink, you can't get yourself food, whatever you want. Also, we nearly got charged for toilet paper. So basically, before you enter the toilet, he tells you if you want toilet paper, you have to pay for like a little meter roll of toilet paper, which is ridiculous for me because there's none in the cubicles apparently. But I'll show you the main thing. Look at the amount of people that are here. That's your famous swing right there that people are queuing. Literally, there's about 3 of them here. They're queuing to take a photo. And then you have everybody else on these sun lounges right across here, and there must be a good 1,000 people here at any one given time. So whatever you see on Instagram, do not believe, because it only looks good for the photo or the single video. So we got dropped off in the middle of the Hurgada city centre, and we're just having a stroll really, just trying to see where to go, and we just basically got dropped off randomly and just using Google Maps to see where we're actually going. At the moment we're into the shopping centre. It's quite big, to be fair. It's got 4 floors. You can find yourself loads of stuff in there, depending whatever you like. This is the strip near the beach, and there's loads of restaurants down here. you can find yourself somewhere to sit. There's restaurants further down as well. It's really warm today. You've got money exchanges, you've got clothes stores, basically anything that you could think of. What I don't understand is the way they approach tourists, because if they actually didn't say nothing, you'd actually want to get in and maybe go to the shop. But because they are so aggressive in the way they do it, and every single lady here is as a Shakira. They will go, come here Shakira, come here Shakira. Every single woman here, you'll be called Shakira. And basically they'll try to get you into the shops just to buy something. We were told not to go into the perfume or carpet shops because they're apparently the worst. We've heard stories where they'll even block the entrance so you cannot leave. But other than that, even walking in the city centre, you've got the same thing, but you feel safe. So we have travelled to the city centre, and it turns out it's just houses. It's basically just normal people living here, and that's really it. It's absolutely boiling, and we thought we were going to explore the area. On Google Maps it says there's restaurants in the vicinity, but what they've actually done, restaurants have actually basically put their location on Google Maps, so it looks like there's a restaurant there, but it's not. So there's literally nothing in the city centre that you can see. We've walked about 20 minutes and that's about it. From the city centre we have gone down to the Marina, just because we have actually been there at night, but I didn't take anything to record with. So I actually really liked it here. You just get loads of restaurants, you get some boats that you can have a look at the same time, and you can have some food, and it's very actually cheap, to be fair. For if you're coming from England or the United States, then it's pretty good. I'll show you what it looks like. During the night it's all lit up and you have cats out in the street, and it's really nice, but I'll show you during the day. So you've got all your shops on the left, and then it's basically a strip, and on the right you have all your boats, so you can sip away on a cocktail while you look at the water. And the boat, I've not seen anyone swimming here, but it's really nice. So like I said, during the night all these lights are lit up, it looks fantastic, and there's even a cat roaming right down there, so they're already out. And there's a camel at the end that you can stroke. Of course, if you want a picture, he's going to ask you to pay, but other than that, it's actually really nice here. It's probably our favourite place to go out to if we're going out anywhere down here, because there's so much less hassle, nobody's forcing you to do anything, and it's easy to get a taxi from here to anywhere you go, because it's such a popular spot that they're here all the time as well. Look how these guys are building apartments and hotels. In England, this would not work. There's no health and safety, no nothing. This is just all freehand.
You're that concentrate, you.
I zoned out. It's the last day and we're going for a nice stroll. This is the area behind our hotel, and what you're going to find is a lot of people just trying to sell you something. So just, yeah, you get called Shakira. Every single woman here is Shakira as long as she's wearing a dress. Yeah, if you want to feel like Shakira, you can come down this strip and you'll be called Shakira about 20 times. So this is what I'm actually talking about, and as you can see, there's people stood outside the shops and they will ask you to come in to the shop. So these tourists have just come out of the hotel. Look what's going to happen as soon as they start approaching the shops. See, and you get this all along the whole strip. They'll try to touch you, they'll try to take your hand, they'll try to do all sorts. I don't know why they think that they're going to get you to go inside the shop by doing that, but that's what happens across the whole strip all the way down there. Don't be surprised by a camel as well.